Let's start. Let's start. I am back ordered now. We are gonna stream right now. Welcome back. I know it's been a long time. I was doing good being consistent for a while and I got really sick again in January. I tried to stream through that. And if you look back at my past recordings on YouTube, you can hear my voice start to like wane off a bit. And then eventually I just lost it almost entirely and I had to stop speaking when I was not at work. Um, Unfortunately, my position at work is leadership position and I had to speak and it made me lose my voice really bad. Like I could still talk, but it was like it was really bad. My voice came back. Um, and now I'm gonna try streaming again. Um, I put on my summer outfit because I would like it to be warm again. I'm tired of it being cold where I live. It sucks. It's the worst. I keep getting sick. um, I'm ready to not be sick anymore. I'm ready to have like 4 months of warm before it gets cold again. I apologize. I still cough a little bit and my nose is a little messed up still. But I wanted to get back on and do some stuff and I mean you can see all the stuff I've been doing. Like obviously I haven't played Sweetie Poke again because I actually bought the game and I got my hunter that I made 270 and she looks pretty cool. I don't want to hear anything about inappropriateness with my guild tabard here because it is just a candle. It's literally just a candle. It's my guild. It's a candle. It is mine. I did start it. Um, and we have a good little group of folks that like to play together. We have a good time. Um, yeah, I got a priest here. This was my auto 70 that I got for buying the expansion. Um, she is a disciplined priest. She looks pretty sick, I think. I transmog this outfit and this one. I am working on. Oh, there's my evoker. I don't like it very much, but I don't. I think it's just because I'm playing augmentation and my brain too small for that. Um, so let's see. And this is my druid. These weapons are transmogged. I'm not actually wearing them. Let's see. So yeah, we will be trying to get to level 70 today. Unfortunately, the best way to do that isn't even from leveling anymore. It's from doing time walking dungeons. You know what? I better make sure that you can hear me before I keep going because I have a nasty. You can hear me before I keep going because I have a nasty. You can hear me before I keep going. All right. It was doubled up there for a second because I opened my Twitch just to make sure that I could actually be heard because I've done it so many times where I've been streaming for like 20 minutes and no one could hear me. So we're good now. We are gonna play. I had to post I had to post my stream in a couple places. Dabba deepa dabba deepa. I don't expect anybody to just filter in. I'm just kind of like using a little bit of time to try and Let's see if anybody will. No. No thanks. I don't know how to remove this, but no thank you. Let's see. I don't really mess with stuff very often. How do I? Let's see. Whoa! I entered mod mode because I was trying to figure it out. I still don't understand. All right, anyway, that's fine. We'll just keep going. I'm gonna go in now. I got a little bag of popcorn here for snackies. I might have to move a couple of things around on my layout. Let's make sure. I think chat is covered. There she is. Big dinosaur. Chat's pretty well covered. I mean, it's sticking out a little bit, but go ahead and fix it. Oh, I guild chat. Edit. Make it teeny tiny. Little tiny chat box. Alright, that's good. I wish I could remember how to get rid of this spam. There we go. Yay, I did it. Okay, so what we are gonna do is I'm set up as a tank right now, and if you don't know what a tank is, it's just the one that leads the dungeon, basically takes all the aggro on things, makes all the enemies angry, and holds their attention so that everyone else doesn't get hit. So I'm gonna queue up for a time walking dungeon. That's the thing this week because I get 92,000 experience from it. But gosh, am I tired of time walking dungeons. I've been doing them all week and bleh. I guess I can quest in the meantime. Just to like not standing here. Uh I'm so glad I've got my voice back. It's somewhat like I mean it's still not it's still a little raspy, but and I can't sing because my sinuses are messed up. Not that I could sing very well before, but When I'm at work, I like to sing to myself. It helps the time pass. Oh my gosh, though. So much, so much has happened. Um, like a whole show came out, and I watched it in the time that was between me not streaming. And that show is Hazbin Hotel, and I've known about it for a long time. We're gonna talk about it because I really enjoyed it. Maybe I can sprinkle a little bit of a couple of my ideas for how I think the show could go, some theories, if you will, while we're doing this, and that'll be fun, right? Let me get everybody heart marker. All right, so let's see. We'll talk about it. I've also watched a couple movies. I watched Orion in the Dark recently with my little one, and that was cool. We watched Ruby Gilman. That was pretty good. I mean, for what it was, I say pretty good, but I haven't really talked about movies and TV and stuff while I streamed before. Let me turn this down. Oh shit, all the time. I haven't really talked about that kind of stuff in stream, so we haven't really gone over my sliding scale of opinion, which is quite silly. I acknowledge that it's ridiculous, but I also acknowledge that I have a hard time explaining things sometimes. Turn the master mode down. And so we'll just say like I'll say something is like pretty good, even if I don't like it, because I can acknowledge it. It's like just because it's not my particular taste doesn't mean I don't realize that it's like well written or well done or animation's not like I can acknowledge something's good even if I don't personally think it's like not one of my tastes. Like doesn't mean I have to love it. If I absolutely love something and I recommend watching it, then I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Um, but I'll say something's good or pretty good even if I don't like it. Um, let's see. Hit the fish man. Hit him. But as for Hazbin Hotel, I have a lot of thoughts and critiques, and like I really enjoyed it. And I'm a sucker for musicals though. Um, I love a musical, and all the songs are really catchy. But I did have a little bit of a problem with it. Like I think they're fine. Like I think the songs are fine, and I don't know. I didn't look into the stuff behind the making of it, so I don't know. I think it was like they didn't know if they were gonna continue to get more seasons or not, or if they weren't sure how it was gonna do. So I don't know if they had to like speed up the story or just try and get some stuff out. I feel like I saw a TikTok of the creator talking about it and how they weren't sure if it would get like they wanted to tell the story the best they could in the time they had, which was just I think 12 episodes. And it felt a bit rushed is what I'm getting at. Is the show itself, it felt like the pacing was a little weird and it was using the songs like as a vehicle to tell the story. But uh, they don't like how I'm taking. But I just felt like the songs weren't as clever as they could have been. Oh, They don't like the way I do things. So we're gonna pause that conversation for a minute and talk about these guys. I played old school WoW, and and back in my day we didn't overgo the tank, and so even when I'm taking, I'm respectful when I play usually, um, because I'm still in that old school mindset. But nowadays, when you're doing these time walking dungeons, they just kind of throw whoever into it, and like you could be level 70 and it knocks you down to level 35, and but that doesn't mean that you're always gonna have like high level high gear people or people that know what they're doing in these dungeons. And so I don't like to overpull because I don't, especially if it's not a healer that I know, like if I'm not in Discord with my healer or I'm not the healer, um, I don't like to pull too much because I don't trust them to keep me alive, especially when I'm tanking. When I'm DPSing, it's whatever, but I just it's that courtesy and it's to keep myself from dying. I mean, I have a couple of push it buttons, but I don't like to use them if I don't have to. Like I know it's time walking and it's easy, but like there's still ways to make it. And the way that this game has become lately has made it difficult to train up correctly. I want the other boss, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. I have to kill it in order to get the thing, I think. It's fine, I can do it myself. Oh no, the person stay behind. No. I didn't realize they stayed with me. I thought they were just kind of like hanging back. Um, but what I've noticed playing the game again is that when you're leveling up, and say like for me when I was leveling as a tank, I've done it before, so I know the basics, especially bear tank. I've done it. I've done it my whole life. It feels like I've been here forever. But people just starting out and not knowing anything how to play the game or whatever, they're not gonna really learn much because like the leveling dungeons especially, everybody just does the same thing they did here. Like they'll just rush through it and they'll overtake the tank. Even healers will start pulling stuff after a while, and it's just crazy. You can't really learn to tank properly, or you can't really get ready for raid healing when you're doing dungeons like this because it's easy. Leveling up was easy. Leveling up as a tank was and doing randoms it was difficult. But luckily, I have a group of people with me that work really well, and we play the old school way. I mean, I feel like I sound fucking old, but we play it the way that is good for everyone, so that everyone gets a chance to learn their class and their moves and how things like combinations for things that work well together and how to DPS. But you can't do a lot of times in these random level dungeons. It's just not. Oop, bye bye. It's just hard to do nowadays when you're leveling up if you haven't played before. this mostly pertains to like people who are absolutely new at the game, have never played before, don't know anything about it. Like as you're leveling up, you're getting like moves, like you're getting stuff in your spell book, and sometimes it doesn't tell you it's in your spell book right away too. Like every everyone in my guild has said that like they'll level up, get a move, and then because we all know the game really well, we just go ahead and throw it in there. But the next level, you'll ding, and then it'll say, "Oh, you got this spell," even though you got the spell level beforehand. So it's just a little weird. It's not the best. um, it's just different. I think the couple those things are like little broken things about the game that are silly. Hmm. Yeah, experience. I guess I'll just say fuck it next time and just go ham on the tanking because that's what they want. So, I guess that's what I'll do. Um. Anyway, back to my critiquing Has Been Hotel, even though literally nobody asked me to do this. Um. Yeah. So I do really like the songs from the show, but I do feel like because of the shortness of the show, because they needed to be able to tell the story quickly, and the songs are vehicles for the story. I don't know. They didn't have that zing that some of the Broadway. Well, I mean, because it was written by someone who writes Broadway musicals, so that's why I have such high standards. And a lot of the cast are Broadway stars as well. But normally I wouldn't have standards like that for a show. But because of the people that worked on it, they're like not like high standards, but mid standards, not like television show standards. Some of the like the songs, some of them are good and clever, and like that's the thing I love about like Broadway musicals is that the songs can be so clever and the wordplay can be so great. And I some of them have that, but then some of them don't, and like some of them fall short. And when they're trying to be vehicles for a story, it makes it it's not bad. It just makes it I don't want to say boring. It's like, okay, yeah, let's get through this song. And that doesn't mean they're not catchy. It just means that like I'm a sucker for wordplay, so maybe I'm just being too critical because I wanted a little bit more zazz, a little more of like ooh panache for it. But again, it's only I'm only judging it so critically because of the talent that is on it, and like the people that worked on this did do have done a lot of big budget Broadway plays, and like it's just I don't know. Maybe like I listen to the songs all the time, so like obviously I like them. If you look at my YouTube music playlist, it's just the whole soundtrack for Has Been Hotel is on there, parts one and two. So I feel like maybe I'm just being critical to be critical. I don't know, but it's just I can't put my finger on what it is. But something about some of the songs it just lacks. Like "Stayed Gone" is one of my favorites because it's just got that panache, that vibe that you expect. It's sassy, it's fun, the wordplay is great. Um, but then gosh, what's it called? I don't listen to it because I don't like it. The one with uh Zestiel, Carmilla, and Vaggie all singing together right after the Overlords meeting. It's just not. Bleh. I guess maybe it's just too sentimentally for me. I don't like it. It was fine when I watched the show. Like it was good in the moment, like for the mood. But it's not my favorite. I actually skip it adamantly. But Respectless is great. Um, that one has all of the things. The vibes are all there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too critical. Not everyone can be amazing, I guess. But Out for Love is really good. But like, I like that one most because it's so like dancey, and I just feel like it was too short. Like I wish it was a little bit longer, and that one is really a good example of what I mean of like a song trying to tell like move the plot forward. It could if it was longer, it's like it had more time with it. If it was like a 3 minute song instead of like a minute and a half, they could have put so much more depth into it. Like they got the point across. They said all the words that needed to be said and hit all the points that needed to be hit. But I feel like there it could have gone into a little bit more depth with um some of the information. Like, oh my gosh, we just found out. Like, okay, I'm spoil it. So spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear it, mute me or something. Um, ready? Okay. So with respect, with Out for Love, we just have found out that Baggy is like an angel that was like outcast from which all takes me to a loophole here as well. But we just find out that Baggy was an angel, that she was an exterminator. She was responsible for killing a bunch of people in hell, and she comes to what's it, Carmilla, right? And because she's the weapons dealer, she deals in angelic weapons. She takes the like spears and stuff, makes them into weapons for people in hell to use. But she already knows that Maggie was there. She's like it's obvious, and it's like, what do you mean it's obvious? Nobody else figured it out, but whatever. She asks if she had known that angels could be killed if she would have even said anything to Charlie or anybody else in the first place. And she said she didn't know. Like there's like she didn't know, otherwise she would have said something. And like it's all just like quickly like in Carmela's like you gotta fight for love, you can't fight for vengeance. So like think of the people that you care about while you're fighting, and that will help you win. This is the short and long of it. But I feel like there could be so much more explained through their song fight thing that they do, and like more because it all just feels really quick. Like Baggy's an angel, and this is you have to fight for love. You can't fight for anything else, and that's like bare bones information. And then they sing for like a minute and a half, and then all of a sudden Baggy knows what to do, and she knows how to fight the angels, and she knows that like what to do in the situation. So it just feels all very like it's like they're speed running the solutions. And then Charlie gets like this whole song with the cannibals, and it's like, and then Baggy gets like a minute and a half to learn how to fight with, and like makes one of the biggest like things loopholes I've ever seen, or plot holes that I've ever seen. With like, well, did you know? Oh no, there's no way I knew. What do you mean? So my problem with that was that like when she asked her if she knew that angels could be killed, if she would have said something, and she says she doesn't know, but she knows they can be injured. She has to know they can be injured, and if something can be injured, it can be killed. And like that's just common knowledge. Like so was Vaggie just like oblivious to that because she didn't like I don't know. And also I think the jury's still out on whether or not the exterminator angels were human souls at one point or if they were this guy's pulling aggro from me. Or if they were like heaven born, like the Hellborns, like the imps and the werewolves, or the other werewolves, the Hellhounds. Fucking werewolves. Or if they were heaven born. I'm not sure about that, so I won't say whether or not that's that's the case. But it would make more sense if exterminators were heaven born, because Adam named her Vagi. Um, that would make more sense, like story wise, if they were heaven born and like made for Adam. Um, and if she was, it would mean that she didn't really think about like she didn't really correlate the idea that if something can be hurt, it can be killed. She wouldn't have like thought that far. At least from my thought process, what I'm thinking. Um, But if she was uh, a winner, I guess is what they call them in the show. It's like someone, a human soul that died and went to heaven. Supposedly they lose their memories when they go to heaven. So maybe, but like she wouldn't lose her, like she wouldn't be like blank slate lose her memory. She just would lose her memory of her of like the things she did in life, like right, like because they obviously she could still speak. Like they didn't teach them how to speak again, and like how to exist. Like she knew what rainbow sprinkles and everything were. Like who knows? It doesn't make as much sense to me if she was a human soul turned into an exterminator. If bleh. Sorry, I got lost. Trying to form cognizant thoughts and playing this game are is apparently too much for my brain. Like I guess cognizant thoughts about something that's not the game. Because I could probably talk about this while I'm doing it, but like dummy brain, and trying to take. I guess if I was DPSing, it would be a little easier. Ah, but it's just one of the things I don't understand. Like it's just one of the little plot holes for me personally. Is like if like Vaggie obviously knows she's missing her eye because of an angelic spear. Like who I don't know wouldn't correlate that to being like oh I could you could at least incapacitate them like and fight back. Like they can be fought off because I mean it hurts. She was like left in the gutter. She could have died. Like she could have succumbed to her injury and like died. Like because when you see that Charlie picks her up, like when Charlie picks her up from like the gutter, she's not looking great. Like she's ragged. She's beat up pretty badly, and like she's looking like she's not gonna last much longer. So being in that situation herself, like why wouldn't she assume that the same could be done for other exterminators? Maybe not Adam necessarily, but the other exterminators. Like, did she just think she was that girl? She was special, but like in a bad way. Like only her could be injured. Like I just don't like. I don't get how you wouldn't make the correlation. And unless she was like so traumatized from the whole thing that she just totally forgot she was an angel to begin with, which it isn't it. But I don't know. It's just a little plot hole for me that annoyed me. And like I know I loved the show. Like don't get me wrong, I love the show, but little things like that annoy me. I think that was really the only plot hole that bothered me though. Was just that one. Everything else was whatever. Uh, why do you have my aggro? That's mine. Give it back. These dungeons stuff. Yay! Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm 35 again. So yeah. I'm at 69. Yay, the best level. Oh, you know what the best part is? Is that this week is Time Walking Dungeons as the weekly. And so even once I hit 70, I get to do them again. I wanted to hit 70 before tomorrow though because I've done so many of these Time Walking Dungeons that my Great Vault will be maxed out and I'll have like 3 options. I think maybe 1 or 2 more hopefully should get me to where I want to be. We'll see. 93,000. Wait, maybe not. Let me see. I'll do the math while I wait. My brain's not smart enough. 3 9 1 700. 93 93750. Ugh, 4. Who wants me to do 4? Guess I could keep killing these things. Maybe if I turn the quest in, it'll give me a little bit of a. I am very intrigued by the story though. I can't wait to watch the second season when it comes out. I'm like really liking it. I just like I like to be problematic and like argumentative. Don't tell my spouse that. Don't tell them that I like to be that way. um, no, they already know. I fight with them all the time about stupid shit like this. Not like fight, but we like back and forth a little bit. It's fun, but all right. So we're done talking shit about it. We're gonna talk about theory now because I have a couple. Um, well, mostly just one because I don't. If I get into theory building and like or theory crafting, I guess people call it now, we'll be here all day. Like I could come up with some wild shit. But my main theory that I came up with, and like I don't like to theory craft too much because eventually, everybody could go through this, not just me. Eventually, you'll figure out one of the plot points, and then it won't be a surprise. And I guess some people like that, but I don't want to ruin it for myself. I don't want to be like, oh well, you know what? I guessed it. Like I'd rather just have like one or two little theories that like go and like I'll be surprised if they are correct. Like I'd rather just have a couple rather than try and theory craft the entire show. I used to do that with stuff as just like with movies and things. It's not. I don't want to be that big brain. I don't like to. I don't want to do the most all the time. But my big theory is, oh, come on, 1 DPS, really? Okay. But my big theory is that when Alistair and Charlie do make their big deal, and he says that he wants to ask for a favor, all he wants is a favor, like when that like later. We all know what's going on with that. We all know what Alistair's trying to do, obviously, or at least what they're implying that he's trying to do. And what they're implying that he's trying to do at the moment is kind of be Charlie's like go-to guy. Like she like want him to she wants her he wants her to trust him more than anybody else with advice, with like anything. And that was the original plan at least. He thinks that if he can get to Charlie, he will basically be like conquering hell and be in charge of all of hell from behind the scenes. And like everything that he tells her she will do. Like, just like a corrupt advisor kind of situation. Which that's really what I'm thinking they want us to think is happening here. Because all of his dialogue to this point, even the song with him and Rosie singing, he's like, I can influence her, I can control her. Like she's perfect for like influencing kind of thing right now. And that's great. I mean, classic little trope there. But I think, and this might be like, I've not seen anybody else say this, and I've watched a lot of TikToks on theories and stuff. And no, this is not an Alistair is a circus theory, okay? No, I hate that. This is a real theory. I think that, or I'm hoping, I should say, I don't know if it's more of a theory, more of a hope, but I think it would be really cool to see, is that something's gonna happen in season 2, and Alistair is going to sacrifice himself for everyone. Again, this is just my theory. It's not I have no proof for this whatsoever. I haven't gone into any of the Twitter posts. I haven't gone into any kind of like deep diving. I'm only taking it from what I've seen from the show. I didn't follow Viv before the show came out. I did see the pilot because it was interesting, and I do watch Hell of a Boss. I enjoy that, but I haven't like gone into like the past and seen what she said about the characters or said like whatever she's posted that's quote unquote canonical and like blah 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 whatever. So I think based off of what I've seen in the show so far, that Alistair might come into a situation where they're fighting a good fight and it's hopeless looking and Alistair's like, listen, you guys gotta go. Um I'll hold him off as long as I can to get you some time kind of thing. Or, some situation like that where he wants them to get out of the situation because he's trying to hold off whatever it is. So that'll be the situation, and obviously, every single one of them will refuse. Charlie especially. She'll be like, "There's no way we're gonna leave you here. It's not happening, dude. Like, get used to it. You're stuck with us." And he will look at her and he'll be like, "You owe me that favor, and I'm asking you as a favor to get out of here." And like, or like the dialogue will be more dramatic than that. I just can't think of it right now, like what he would exactly say, but it would be dramatic and like shocking because it's Alistair. I mean, come on, like he's not selfless, right? Like he doesn't actually care about these people, but he does, and that's why he uses his favor to make and force Charlie to leave the situation because he actually does care about. He's grown to care about these guys, and he does care about the hotel. And I mean, he effectively has been reformed from being at the hotel, even though he wasn't there for that at all. Like, at no point was he ever considering, like, yeah, you know what? I'm here to be reformed. And I know there are theories that's like, oh, he just wants to get to heaven to see his mom again or whatever, but I don't think that's it. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I've seen people talk about that, but I haven't looked into it because like supposedly his mom was like a really good lady and like she went to heaven and he didn't. There's all kinds of stuff about him being like a serial killer in the style of Dexter from the show Dexter or whatever. But I'm not considering any of that. It's just from what I've seen in the show. And what I saw in the show was a small moment of weakness when him and Nifty are talking about the crew. Why would he lie to Nifty? Nifty is his bestie, his like ride or die buddy. Like he named her Nifty for a reason. Like I don't believe that her name was originally Nifty. I believe that he gave her that little name because he likes her so much. He thinks that she's nifty. Just like he named Husker because he's a husk of what he used to be. Now I could be off base with the name thing, but either way, Alistair thinks Nifty is nifty. He thinks she's just like the greatest little thing. And like she is not she may have made a contract with him and like be his like slave, quote quote, but she is there with him. Like she is their buddies. And at the right before the battle with the exterminators, they have a little moment, and it's like she puts a little roach crown on him. She's like, "I like them, Alistair. I really do. They let me do my little roach plays, and they don't move." And it's a really sweet moment, and it. I think that that's really genuinely how he feels. Like he genuinely feels like it is a good little group of people, and he never plans to get close, and he doesn't want to be close to them, but it's happening, and like you can tell it's happening. So I think that that will happen, and he like I mean he ran away from Adam, yeah, but you know, and I don't know who his contract is with. I don't know who his deal is with that's got like pulling his strings or whatever. It could be Lilith. I mean, I think that's like an obvious choice. It's very obvious, honestly, but it could be anybody. It could be anybody. I've seen people say it's Zestial, I don't think that's the case. Um, they're like, oh well, he's buddy buddy with Zestiel, and like even though he's like strong and he's sassy with him, I don't think it's Zestiel. Um, because why? How could Zestiel not know where he's been for 7 years, but very likely would disappear if he owned him, if he owned his soul? I guess it's possible that he's like chill, but there's nah, I don't think so. An overlord wouldn't own another overlord and still be an overlord. But come on, guys. There we go. Get in. But yeah, I think that that would be so cool, and I think it would just be, it would give me chills. Like I thinking about it, kind of gives me chills a little bit. But seeing it happen would be awesome. Like, and then he sacrifices himself, like Sir Pentious did, and ends up in heaven. If you know, that's, I mean, obviously he would end up in heaven for something like that. Even though he might not know that he would end up in heaven for that, he would still do it. And like, I don't know. It just, I feel like it would be a really neat twist for things to happen. Uh, I wanna be leveled up. That's my hope for the Alistair plot there. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he made a deal. I don't know what his other stuff is. But I think that that situation could happen regardless of whatever it is. Like I think it would be even better if he were to be able to get out of whatever deal he's in and still make that choice. Like I think honestly that would be amazing for his character development as like a compelling character to get out of the deal that he's in that's holding him back from whatever he's going through, and still make that selfless choice to protect Hilltop. But it's whatever. Like, you know, what happens, happens. That'll be my head canon if it doesn't actually happen. Ah, I guess I didn't have to pull these guys, but I want the XP, even if it's only 100 per person. 100 more than I had before. Alright, we don't need to miss that shit. I'm getting all the tangy yogurt I could eat. Uh, alright, what else? I think that's all I have to say on Hasbro Punk right now. At least until like, I'd have to watch it again all the way through and like really pay attention and write like notes down. But this is all I really had to say about it at this moment without taking any notes whatsoever. And it's just off the top of my brain piece while I'm playing World of Warcraft and taking and eating popcorn and talking to my significant other on my phone. My brain's split in like 17 different pieces right now. The ADHD is strong this morning. What else did I say we watched? Oh yeah, Orion in the Dark. That movie was crazy. Like it wasn't crazy, but it was like way darker than I thought it would be. And like the twist at the end was pretty cute. But it was just like I think the reason I thought it was so crazy was that like I watched it with my like 10-year-old and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this doesn't the themes in this movie seem really deep. Like it's got heavy elements of like doom. Like the kid's afraid of everything." And I was going to recommend it my friend watch it with her kids, but like I'm afraid it would fuck her up. Like mentally, she's already kind of neurotic as it is, and like, oof. Like I thought the characters were cute. I like the little idea of like all the unexplainable things in the nighttime having being personified and anthropomorphized into these cute little characters. It was nice, like dreams and unexpected noises, and I sleep was amazing. It only helped Sleep's cause that she was voiced by the woman that plays Naja from What We Do in the Shadows, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And that lady voices, I don't know the name of the actress. I apologize. I think it's like Natasha or something. I don't know. Okay, don't come for me. Like I only know voice actors because I'm stupid. But dragon writing, and that just made it so great. And then the way Sleep puts people to sleep is awesome. Like I don't want to spoil it. It's just hilarious. Oh, what do I go in? Oh, go back to here. Go castle. Sneaky, sneaky. What else? Who else is it? It's I can't remember the name of the green one. I know what he does, but I can't remember the name of what they call him. Intrusive thoughts, I think is what it was, or that's what he did. Like he whispered into your dreams with like these intrusive, like negative thoughts, like made you paranoid. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was fun. And then of course dark. Like everything went off the rails after a certain point though, and I didn't. I wasn't like I think like the last third of the movie I could have done without. Like it was like an unexpected twist, but like and also an unnecessary one. Like I didn't need the movie to take that direction. Like it was just like okay, I guess I get what you're trying to do, but what? I can't really talk about it anymore without spoiling it. I don't want to spoil it. I already spoiled Hazbin Hotel. I don't want to spoil Ryan and Target. ah, I don't want to. I like. I should say I don't want to spoil it because like the twist for the movie is like one of the big things about the movie, and I like you can still watch Has Been Hotel with me spoiling it and still have a good time. I don't feel like you'd have a good time watching Orion in the Dark if I spoiled anything, or if anybody even cares. Like I guess if you don't care, then like say that and I'll say it. But if you do care, I won't. So there it is. Oh, I'm a plant. I forgot I'm not on my plant character at the moment. Oh, I guess I should queue up. Whee! Oh, first start. Oh gosh. I'm a big bear now. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's killing me because of the lava. Come out of the lava, you coward. Yes, yes. Yes. Hop all the cooldowns. Survive at all costs. Oof, oof. Oh no. Heal, 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 heal. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yay. Yo. Yo, we're pulling out all the stops. Sometimes I think I'm bad at gaming, and then there's times like this. But I mean, the battle's not over yet, so. Flash and bash. And hit them. Bash. Bash. Oh, pulverized. Yeah, boy. Stop it. Who am I kidding? I'm not great at gaming. I'm just persistent and stubborn. Yo, yeah, that was great. Got a little quiet there for a second though. Had to focus on smacking the shit out of him. I cheated. I have dragon riding already.
You got my attention.
When I first came here, I did not have it. It sucked.
See you soon. Off with you.
Oh yeah, renown 3.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, just in time. Just in time for the dungeon. Come on, DPS. Anybody want to come DPS with me? Anybody want to come play with me? Make these queues come a little bit faster. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. All right. It's the bug boys. Buggies, buggies, buggies. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't know what happened, honestly. I know I pushed them when they light up, and that's the extent of my knowledge. Hit this guy. Okay, hit this guy. Oh, shit. Get out of the way, bad. Swipe. Swipe hits them all and pulls the aggro for me. Rah, rah, rah. Hello, bug person. Maybe I gotta do some transmog dungeons tonight. Yeah, like rapid fire them so that I can. Oh, bomber man! 15 explosions within 15 seconds. Haven't gotten that one yet. Stay. What are y'all doing back here behind me? The dog's laying on, like laying behind me, and then the cat is walking on. What are you doing? Stop walking on the dog. It's chaos over here. Oh my goodness. Hey, hey. cat laid on top of him and the dog said no thanks and left. I dropped him on the couch. That's funny. Need like a doggy cam. I would if he would just sit still. He never sits still for very long. No, he's back again. He's all upset that the cat laid on him. He's like such a diva. Now he's pacing around whining because the cat laid on him and took his spot. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your mouth. You should have just stayed where you were at. He went to his room. He was upset. Big baby time. I hate this guy because he still does all his stupid stuff even after you kill him, like all his mechanics, and like flies around. Ah. Normally you don't want to stand in the fire, but you know it's whatever. Time wasting and such. Eat him. Eat him. Ah, he's over here. Come down. Ugh, I hate this one. Where is he? He's at like, he's dead. He's basically dead. Come down. There he goes. Ah. Oof. I'm gonna go hit the bell. I'm gonna get a little cutscene every time. Are you gonna, yeah. Blah blah. Oop, for the wrong button. I keep dropping popcorn, and dog keeps tickling my foot. I mean, I guess that's what happens. You drop popcorn on the ground, but you keep trying to catapult it into your mouth from like off the table. Ah! This is why I don't like pulling a lot. Ah! I guess I also shouldn't stand in the dad. It's kind of my fault. The healer's probably fighting for their lives back there. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to 70 and do all my dailies again. Cat, 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 cat. Oh! Oh! That was scary. I almost died. Sheesh. Sheesh. You have to like aggro it to start the fight with this one. Like if you don't aggro it, then Oh, launch me. Oh, launch me. Why? I don't get it. I don't get why sometimes it launches you and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, oh, oh. I can't get his aggro. Happened last time too. Okay, bye. I don't know. I like tanking fine. I'm not like the best at it, but like it gets the groups fast. I absolutely despise cat damage though. I'm not I'm not a melee person. I don't know. I've never been huge on melee damage before. I've always been more of a like a caster or a long range kind of thing, kind of person. Um, what? What is your problem? Oh, the cat is in your spot. You're all mad. Oh my gosh. It's like living with a like teenager. He's an animal. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm more of like a long distance range kind of caster person. So I like boomkin damage. It's just that my spouse has a boomkin druid and we couldn't both be boomkins leveling up, and I don't mind tanking, so I made it as a tank, like to be my tank. But once I get to 70, I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it to boomkin. Oh, I got mail from the postmaster. What did I not get? Oh, a belt. Let's see if we got any upgrades. Oh yeah, that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. Oh definitely. Oh definitely. That's an upgrade. Actually, I don't know. I think I like this one better. Like the mastery and the versatility are important. Mm. Oh, this one again. Hopefully, if I get really close with this one, I'm just gonna quest and like finish the rest of it off. Ugh. These guys are like really gung ho. I mean, they all have been, but these ones are like really like, yeah, let's go. Ah. I could probably be cat form and they'd be fine.
You dare to disturb these waters?
Oh,
You will drop dead
it's the
like
mailman. Bye, mailman. Oh, Bido.
wash over.
in aggro. I feel like a lot of the dungeons are kind of like
It only delays the
jokes nowadays. I don't even know if the dragonflight dungeons are even worth like doing anything with.
coming. The water's fine.
Like what I mean by that is like if mechanics even matter. It's like that's just how little I've done of them because I've been doing Emerald Dream stuff like on my 70s. I've been time walking. You time walk up to level 60, and then at 60 you just do the quest line, the Dragonflight quest line. I did quests to level up my first 70. Well, actually, I got a 70 level up with buying the expansion. So, but I made that my healer, and like it's mostly just healing stuff, and I didn't really have to worry about too much, just making sure people didn't die. And then I use it mostly for PvP actually, and then DPS. I did quests on my hunter to level up from 60. Not so many dungeons. Now we're doing mythics and stuff, and that's like difficult. But I'm talking like regular 5 mans with regular um or like heroics. Just like your basic dungeons, your dragon dungeons. I don't really do many of them. So I don't know if they are like, they have mechanics, but it doesn't really seem to matter that much. You just go smack the thing. Even like standing in bad stuff isn't too bad.
Your forces are weak. The heart of the great serpent
You are
will not
weak.
fall into your hands. Jade serpent, grant me strength.
Everybody be summoning dragons and stuff.
The cycle must continue. The jade serpent must be reborn.
Oh yeah, I meant to see if I could tame this thing.
Gaze has been lifted from my eyes. Forgive me for doubting you.
Everybody just wants to go straight to the Shaw of Doubt. They don't want to go the other way first. It's like I have to fight the other guy to finish the dungeon, where I don't get the extra experience. Maybe I do. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'll watch this time. Oh yeah, I guess it does count. I've used it so many times. 100. I did it! I got to 70! Yay! Whee! Yay! I did it!
The time for the world tree to bloom draws
Oh,
near.
there it is. There's the Emerald Dream
Garden of the
quest.
Emerald Dream.
Call of the Dream. Oh, they look kind of cool. Look at them. Like the little black. That's the same dragon I'm riding right now, but they have theirs all zazzed up. Love it. Let's go to Veldraken. Or am I going straight to... I can't remember. Yeah, Veldraken. Wah! Dragonflight is, I don't like it. I wish I could just normal fly at this speed. Whee! Whoop. I think I lagged. Oh shit. Nah. To like build up speed. What is it? Quit. He's upset because my spouse isn't here. It's a little such a drama queen. Oh, singing river bell. What happens if I touch? Oh, river bell bulbs. Thing I hate the most about dragon flying is that you have to wait for your stuff to come back. Ugh, I'm not gonna make it again.
The defenders of the Ruby Life Shrine are
Ah,
stationed within, repelling primalist attacks. Please, lend them
wait.
your aid.
I have to sit here until it gets higher. I hate it so much. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, wait, and we're waiting for the last one to fill up. Ba-do, ba-do, do, ba-do, do, do, blah. Come on. Oh. I'm glad I got that recorded. Jumping to discover the ruby life pools. Alright, finally. Fly. Come on. Still not gonna get enough height. Uh, damn it. Promise I'm not always this bad at this. I feel like it might have been faster for me to just fucking her. Ah. Oh my gosh, life, right? It's because I'm not tilting the angle correctly, most likely. Like I said, I'm not usually this bad at it, but because I'm too excited to be level 70 and to get here. And so like I wasted all my vigor. See, now I'm here.
Prowess is a solemn burden.
Call it the dream is where is are they? They're not here. She's not here. That's supposed to be Chandra's. Oh, complete the I gotta complete the. I already started the quest line for it, the Coalition of Flames. I'm pretty sure I can skip that. Once I actually get over there, or I can skip part of it. But this is a good place for me to stop because I have to go get my lover bug from the gym, and it has been a lot of fun. Oh no, I have two viewers now. I'm sorry, I have to go. I can't stream all day. Maybe I can stream later. We'll see. I usually, if it's just me and them doing stuff, I'll stream. But if my guild is involved, I don't want to like, cause I'll be in Discord and it's a whole thing, and I don't. They didn't like agree to be in my streams, so I don't like to put them on blast. But I had a lot of fun. This will be up on YouTube because I don't know how to edit things. I mean, I kind of do, but like I'm too lazy and I don't care to edit stuff. I just put it out there. Just cuz it's funnier to me that way. And I don't stream for like 6 to 8 to 12 hours at a time. So an hour and a half is usually how long the videos I watch on YouTube are. And so an hour and a half or 2 hours is what I try to keep mine down to. Sometimes they'll be 3 hours. But all right. I had a lot of fun. I'll be back later. I don't know if I'll be streaming, but I'll be playing. Um, Also, feel free to add me or any of my characters if you do play World of Warcraft. You can see what server I'm on right there, Area 52. It's very populated. Odds are someone out there has to play on that server or one of its partnering like sister servers or whatever. So yeah, feel free to add me and have a nice afternoon. Okay, bye.